This is kind of a chill session, most likely. Probably when my truce runs out with Morocco, I'll go punch them again, but that won't be for a little while. Oh, this is a great event. I can get Diplo power, that's not very much, or I can get Mercantilism. I'm going to get Mercantilism. I think that is a bonus that lasts until the end of the game. And actually, speaking of which, one of these, this is one of the few ways that I can get Mercantilism. There's also, if you have some DLCs, you can buy it for 100 dip power through the trade screen. You can see the value right there. So that gives me plus 26% provincial trade power modifier. So that's actually pretty good. If I get up to 100, I don't know what the value goes to, but it's something like plus 50%. So that'll give me a bunch of trade power. So that'll help me dominate these trade goods where I share the power with other nations. It won't actually increase the value in the trade nodes, but it'll help me personally as Portugal be in control of more value. Great, get my new idea. It's gonna be plus 20 colonial growth, and I got a conversion done. That one looks good. That one looks good too. I'm gonna do this 91. 0.91 ducats per month, pretty good. So yeah, we're working on these conversions. I want to always have something to convert so my missionary is not idle. But right now I have quite a while to go. So yeah, when I only have a few of these conversions left, then I would be really keen on fighting someone. But at the moment, I don't want my religious unity to keep going down. Okay, how's this guy doing? Not really doing anything. Yeah, wait for these boats to heal. Let's send them out once again. It's a really long journey, but they'll manage. That super sucks. That's a really bad trade good. And it's 7 base production in this province. I don't remember what I could have gotten there, but definitely a lot of things better than grain. Yeah, I'll buy 20 papal influence for 66 ducats. That puts me over 50, so I can get some stuff. Nice, colony's done, okay. Now, I said when I had a new colony that was free, I would consider sending it here so I could fight Benin. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the automatic transport. I'm going to pay for my troops and my fleets just a bit. Not all the way. But now I'm going to send my troops automatically up to this province so that I don't forget again. And I'm going to send my missionary here. It's only 3 dev, that's kind of a bummer. But it does have the harbor, so it'll be good trade value there. Anyway, I want to control all of the provinces with special trade modifiers. And it allows me to fabricate on Benin, so I'm already going to start building my spy network here. They only have, oh, they don't have any allies. They only have a royal marriage with someone, so this is a great opportunity. I should really hop on this as soon as possible. Actually, I should think about getting all my troops down there to do this. Another thing that's great is that this land is fetishist, so I'll have a much easier time converting it. Sunni has a -2, like you need 2 more missionary strength to convert Sunni. I don't know where it's gonna say that, but maybe here? Yeah, so you can see there. I have a base missionary strength of 2. I get +2 for Rogiero de Benamalcur. Oh god, I pronounced that really stupid, but so that's my advisor. I have +1 for positive stability, so it could go up to 1.5 if I was at 3 stability. Advancements of the True Religion and the Heretico Act. Those are what do they call them? National decisions that I can take. But then there at the bottom, Sunni gets -2, and there's a modifier for development. So Sunni's hard to convert. But the Fetishist province I could convert way more easily, so that'd be kind of nice to switch things up. That sucks. I must have made a bunch of claims on Morocco all at once, and they all expired at the same time. It's no big deal. I'm going to bring my guy back from the Papal States. They like me a lot. Oh, actually, they're max. They have a plus 100 improved relations, so there's no point. Can't go up any higher. Again, I really want them friendly towards me. That would be kind of nice. They'd be a lot more likely to join my wars. But still, it's not super important. I really just want them to defend me and give me more papal influence for their positive relations. Okay, sweet. So, got my colonists there. Gonna pay my troops. Gonna run a really tight budget here for this war, but I think maybe I can do it without taking a loan, or if I do take a loan, I can take enough money to pay it back. So there's a lot of natives here, so it's gonna cost me 50 military power, which kind of sucks, but whatever. It's the cost of doing business. And there we go. Oh, I don't have a leader on this stack. I don't have any leaders at all. Okay, so I could make my heir a leader. But he's good, so I don't want to do that. I would love to make my queen a leader, because she's not as good as my heir. If you make your characters leaders, they're much more likely to die. Like, for example, suppose you made your ruler a leader right from age 15 when he took control. He'd be, like, on average, that ruler would die maybe at age, like, 35 or something, whereas if you don't make them a leader, they'll live on until like age 55 on average, so it makes a huge difference. But can't do that. Let's see if I can get a ruler from the, or a leader from the estates. Oh, I can do my estate stuff. Can I do it? Yep. Okay, might as well just do this real quick. Get a bunch of goodies out of it. I'll probably have to assign some territory to them, but whatever, we'll get as far through this as I can. So the burghers are really influential, so I can just get 150 points from them. I might as well do this. They're going to go up to 99 influence, which is a little dangerous, but it'll tick down, so that should be no big deal. If they get 100% influence, it causes a disaster. It's like these disasters up here. You can see if the burgher influence goes to 100, I'll get a plutocratic coup, and I will get a different government type called a plutocracy. I don't really want that. So I'm going to go back to my estates, and I'm just going to give them monopoly charters. It'll make them happy. I get development cost. I don't know how much I'm going to dev right now. Probably not at all, but still good. Don't want to do this because that'll send them to 100 influence. Going to get my points. Very nice. So I'm going to seek support. Again, there's always an option which loses you prestige and or legitimacy and makes them happy. And then you can do a few things which don't cost anything but give them influence. This just gives 15 influence. I'm going to do this one. I want those Pope points. Then I'm going to do this one. I don't really need a minister. And just like that, I get my influence over 75%, and I can get my 150 admin power. Same thing, tell these guys to go on a diet. They're already very influential. Can I do anything? I would like a general. But that gains them 20 influence, which will put their influence at 100 and then cause a disaster. So I don't want to do that. I'm just going to demand my military points. Kind of a shame, because that would be a good general, but I think that's okay. I'll just have to pay for a general. This Miltech's cheap. Should get that Miltech before I fight. It's a pretty bad general, but 2 shock, I guess it's better than nothing. That's fine. I mean, actually, our army tradition is not that bad, so that general really sucks. I'm going to roll one more general. I have plenty to get the tech. And that's what I'm talking about. 3-3-2-1, that is a great general. The siege pip in there, 3 shock, it's, yeah, I'm into it. I like the spread, and yeah, it's a lot of pips. So I'm going to give this good general to this army. Still nice to have that other general, because you never know. For rebellions and stuff, like an army with no general performs very badly, so any general at all, even if he's terrible, is going to be better than none. Okay, so I'm going to send my boats up here, load these guys, bring them all down. Might as well have my full army here ready to fight. The Moroccan separatists are estimated to pop in 2 years. And the other thing is that all these territories are in the zone of control of the fort, so even if they do pop up, I can put it down the rebellion and not get a malice. My subject Sus is not going to be very helpful in this war, most likely. The AI has a really hard time moving their troops around on boats. But that's okay. Okay, send these guys down here. We're going to move you into this uncolonized province. Benin is in another war, or maybe it's the same war. No, I think it's a new war because they have these truces. So I just have to wait until I get my spy network built up on them, and then I'll pull the trigger there. Kind of annoying that they're in another war. That means, for example, their capital is under siege right now. Let me move my boats back out, and then you can actually see it. So that means that some other army, some other country is going to have occupation of the capital, which means it's hard for me to get war score, which means I have to stay in the war longer. But there's some benefits of this. I can just sit my troops over here, and then when their war ends, I will instantly start sieging down everything. So just kind of the way she goes. Anyway, I actually have to go take a quick break here. So I'm gonna BRB. Oh, very nice. Just got myself a little snack. Poured myself some orange juice. Pretty stoked about that. Tasting good. Oh look, so Castile is colonizing here. That doesn't give them very much colonial range. I really hope they'll go to the New World. And yeah, just waiting for my spy network. I definitely want the administrative power. Do I? Yeah, I want the administrative power. I can get through this group. Again, I can take a tech. I'm getting really behind in Diplo tech, but that's fine. You can see how the bonus is getting seriously cheap, so I'll probably build up a bunch of dip power and get like 5 techs at once, as many as I can. I can at least do 3, I think, especially this is going to go up even more. And then when the next institution spawns, actually I have a really good chance of spawning the institution. I should try to manipulate that. Yeah, let me just, okay, I'm gonna get a, wait, is Benin out of this war? They are out of this war. Okay, no, just kidding. I'm going to fabricate my claim. I'm going to kick Benin right in the teeth. This is great because no one can see me do this. Like, I'm not going to get aggressive expansion from those countries. I'm going to wait until the 1st of the month. And then I'm going to pull the trigger on this. They just got out of a war, so probably they're trying to rebuild their armies and stuff. This is going to be such an easy war. Well, let me get that tech. Very nice. They're at tech 5, we're at tech 7. Those are, I think, actually 7, I don't remember if it's very important, but definitely 6 is important. Look at that, no allies. It's just going to be a stack wipe of a war. Okay. By the way, I'm sort of using some keyboard hotcuts to control my troops. The one I just did there was I pressed D to detach siege. So it's just going to drop off 1,000 troops right there. One thing that's great is that if you are at war with someone and you can't see all their provinces, ordinarily you wouldn't be able to go into unexplored provinces without a conquistador, which is a kind of leader that you can attach to your troops. But because we're at war, we can just go into their land anyway. Okay, this siege doesn't have quite enough people on it, so I'm going to send, I think, just 1,000 more troops. It's probably a level 3 fort, which requires, yeah, 3,000. And then I'm going to split these guys, S hotkey, by the way, and then I'm going to send them over here. If they don't have access, it's blocked by the forts, they're going to have to go onto the boats and then back off the boats. And I can get another idea. I'm going to get factories. Is this an idea that I really want, though? Trade power, fort maintenance on board with rival. I don't care about that fort maintenance one. That's really not going to help me. Trade power is good though, so might as well. The reason I'm thinking about that before I get it is because I'm going to need administrative points to core the land that I'm taking here. And so I could just, you know, save up my points and then get this idea after the cores are done, but it's fine. I'm just going to go for it. I still have a few that'll go up. I think this will be on the order of like 100 administrative power to core everything. Oh, nice. Look at that. They have another trade province. So I get 2 good trade provinces from these guys. So I'll probably just full annex them, even though that gives me 4 fetishist provinces. Drop off another 1,000 troops here. They're taking attrition in the jungle. So what happens is, if I have only 1,000 troops, at the month tick, I'll lose like 10 of them. And because it requires 1,000 troops to siege down these provinces with no forts, I kind of they just sit there and will gain attrition and never actually occupy anything. That's kind of an annoying thing. You can see it's one of these modifiers is attrition for enemies plus 2. So that's 2%, pretty substantial actually. Don't want that. I'm gonna make this flag go away. I keep thinking I have a tech, but I'm saving up so that I can get like double or triple tech or quadruple tech. We'll see. Okay, this uprising is close to firing. But again, it's going to be a year still, approximately, and I have the fort. But let me just turn the fort went on automatically because I'm at war. I'm gonna actually, this one's good. I want this on for the rebels, but I'm going to turn Lisboa off. I don't need it. It'll save me enough money to maybe have a balanced budget. And this war is going great. Look at that. So I have all of their provinces either occupied or in the process of being occupied. They have 0 troops. So I am safe now to lower my troop maintenance. And I'm still earning money while I'm at war. Okay, one mechanic I definitely don't think I've explained in this series is looting. So when your troops are in enemy territory during a war, they'll just loot. They'll give you stuff. This is indicated here on this little slider. So every month that my troops are here, the loot slider will decrease. And as you can see there, there's 1 ducat of loot in the province, and I will get half a ducat next month. In this province, there's almost 5 ducats of loot, and I'm going to get 0.2 ducats next month. So as this war progresses, I'm going to try and move my armies around to provinces where there's lots of loot so that I can get as much out of this war as possible. Because basically by like looting everything, I can get a total of like maybe 20 ducats or something. And in a war like this where, you know, don't have a ton of money and kind of close to having to take out loans. There you go, there's the rebellion. They're going to take a very long time to siege down the fort though. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have plenty of time to shuttle all my troops back up there and then fight them. Great, look at that. Plus 4 papal influence for getting that conversion. This one's quick, kind of expensive though. That one's quick, not very much religious unity though. I'm gonna do this 5% one at 2 ducats. I think that's still my best deal. Because it doesn't take quite as long, or sorry, it doesn't take twice as long. It does cost about twice as much, but I think that's a cost I can endure. I'm gonna take some money from my war enemy when the war is over. Might as well. So I have the max increased relations with England. Who else do I want an alliance with? I said I was gonna try and get one with Austria. I already increased relations with them a lot, but you can see there's a 1,000 malice for being at war, but then even if that weren't there, it would be 79 to 34, so that's not gonna happen. I don't know, maybe in the long term. I just need to be way stronger. You can see the minus 20 for the army strength. So that's pretty much killing me. Oh, they have too many diplomatic relations. That's killing me too. And they have a neutral attitude. So if I got them to friendly, which maybe I could do. Yeah, what the hell? I'm going to keep improving relations. If they flip to friendly, so you can see this is neutral. That just means they don't think about me. They don't care about me. Not sure how that's calculated, but just one of those game things. You can see Aragon has announced me as their rival, so they hate me. Castile is friendly towards me. Papal States is sort of diplomatically defensive with me. I want them to be friendly. Oh wow, look at that. Tlemcen just crushed Morocco. Yeah. So, could be good. Maybe after I bring my troops back, I can fight those guys. Yeah, we'll see. Where's my missionary, actually? I don't want my missionary to be someplace where he could get disrupted by the rebellion. Oh, I can just click on here. Yeah, if you click the portrait, yeah, okay, perfect. Granada, that's a great place for him to be. Alright, 60% chance. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is huge. Oh, this is so huge. Okay, so I talked about the Iberian wedding. This is an event that Castile gets where they can just get Aragon as a personal union and Naples as a personal union for free. And they chose not to do it. So there's two options. They can either say, yes, let us bind our dynasty to theirs, or they can say, no, let us marry a local talent instead. So that sucks, but look at that ruler. 556. Oh, it's just a consort. Oh, that's terrible. So they got a really good consort, but, you know, that's only going to be relevant for a maximum of 15 years if they're in a regency. So that kind of sucks. I would have liked Castile to be strong. I want Castile to be buddies with Aragon and get Naples. I want Castile to defend me from the European powers, but they're going to be weak. They just chose, in effect, to be weak. Okay, 100% war score with Benin. Their boats are going to pop out, and I'm going to fight them and get a little more war score and prestige, so I'll just let that happen. Okay, good stuff. Oh, I even captured a ship. I got a free light ship. Alright, gonna send everyone here, gonna get all my troops together. And I'm gonna set up this peace deal. So it doesn't cost me very much war score. I can also take all of their money, only 60 ducats, but still nice little boost here. Doesn't give me really any aggressive expansion with anyone, so that's great. It's gonna cost me 115 administrative power to get all this land and 39 diplo power, so I'm gonna wait until I have enough to core them all up because I don't want to be sitting on the overextension for no reason. And I'm gonna get all my troops sent up there to fight my rebels. They're getting close. They're at 0% siege progress, so soon it's gonna go into the positive, so I can't dawdle here. Actually, they might get the fort, which is be annoying. Then I have to take a bad fight against them, but we'll see. See what happens. I'm almost at max manpower. Money situation's okay. I definitely am in an okay situation to fight another war against Tlemcen. Okay, good. Got some of my army up here. I'm gonna go get the other guys. Even though I'm losing money, I'm going to start paying for my troops. Wow, that loses me quite a bit of money. I can't keep that up for long. Why am I losing so much money? Oh, it's the missionary maintenance, yeah. So that's 2 per month because I chose an expensive-ass province to go to. Ooh, he's got a long way to go. That's fine. I think I can tank that. Remember, we're going to get 60 ducats out of the war. Also have my colonists. That's costing me 4 per month, but I really need to make that my priority. Yeah, that's fine. I can do negative 1.3. Ah, that sucks. They got the siege. Okay, look, and that's a drag because then they also add separatism to the province, and I have to siege the fort. But still want all my troops up here before I take a fight. It's a lot of okay. If they go into a Highlands province, then at least I can get a good a dice roll penalty in the battle, or they will get the dice roll penalty. It's also a drag. The army reformer gave me more morale, which is what I want. These are really bad, so I guess I'll take the land force limit. I don't care. Like this, is such a non-bonus. I don't care at all about reinforced speed most of the time, so whatever. Just get the land force limit guy. I'm not even close to my land force limit, I don't think, so it's still a waste of an advisor, but the other guy is just so bad, it like irritates me. I would almost rather that advisor just gave you no bonus. Like there's just a blank space where the bonus should display. Okay, I have enough admin now. Might as well make this peace. As long as this land is occupied, what's happening is it's going to gain devastation. The devastation here is actually kind of high because Benin has been in a bunch of wars. So yeah, let's do it. They have the fort. I'm going to keep this fort. All the provinces that I'm taking are within its zone of control, so I'll just keep the fort until all the rebellions die down. That'll probably be worth it. These do not give me prestige, so there's no point. Don't have enough to do this. Oh no, I can't because they won't exist. So yeah, this is my peace deal. Let's go for it. Very nice. Core these provinces up. Oh, I can't get that one because I can core these because they're on the coast, but that one I need a core adjacent to it in order to core it. So these are gonna take me a long time. It's a 3-year coring time, which means I can't start this core until these 3 years are passed. So I'm gonna have the overextension from this province for about 6 years. So that's kind of a drag. I would often try to avoid this situation, but it's a good trade province, and I just wanted it, so that's fine. Wait, is it a good trade province? I could have sworn there was a trade modifier in this province. What the hell? Okay, well, I might actually go check that in the VOD later. That's very strange. I wonder if I just got rid of it somehow by annexing it. Like, a lot of these little trade modifiers can be put in place because of events or because of country-specific stuff. Oh, they got Tangiers. I don't think my troops there yet. They're not. Very close. Okay, so... But that's a dry land, so I can attack them in the dry lands. Alright, that's too bad. So I'm getting separatism in 2 provinces. I don't want to overblow this, but it is kind of a bad thing. And now it's my 17,000 against their 17,000. I have 0 cannons. They have 2 cannons. That might seem bad, but as you'll see when the battle pops up, in effect, I'm going to flank them, and they're, like, I'll have a wider army. So this could be good. Cannons suck right now. They don't actually start getting good until approximately military level 13. Like 7, I think, is when cannons become available at all, but they just are so bad. They're almost not worth having, except for the siege bonus. So you can see here in the battle screen, our army's wider, so we're flanking them, which is nice. They have these 2 cannons, which are dealing a little bit of damage to the center of my line. But I still think the way this battle is going to work out is that their line will collapse first from the outside in. It just depends on the rolls, too. They're beating us in this roll. It's that's a really bad roll. 9 plus the 1 shock modifier to 3. So we're going to lose a lot of troops this one. 2 to 5, okay, that's still losing, but not so bad. And yeah, you can see their line just collapsed. They lost their outermost unit. And from here, the battle's just going to cascade. So what happened there, you can see the cannons, they kind of destroyed the middle of my line. So at the very beginning of the game, before cannons are a big factor, battles pretty much always work like this, that if you have better troops and you flank, you'll destroy their army from the outside in. And the troops on the outside will retreat. They'll run out of morale and retreat or just be totally wiped out. But what happened here is, because they have these 2 cannons, they depleted a couple of units that are in the middle of my line. But then, this is why cavalry's nice, is that my cavalry goes to fill in. So great, won that battle. Super huge losses. They had 5,000 cavalry. Cavalry's strong. Good general for shock, so that was a pretty bad battle, but that's okay. I have a leader trait now. This is a thing, is that your generals have traits if they get into big battles. They won't get traits unless they're in battles. Oh, look at that. My colony's done. That is fantastic. Okay, I got a decision to make. I can either go further up the coast, get someplace like here. Another natural harbor. It's in a different trade region. Not ready to dominate the Zanzibar trade. As you can see, there's a bunch of centers of trade in the Zanzibar node. What is that? Like 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9? Okay, so 9 that I can see. Whereas in Cape, there's just the 1, right? So it's really easy to dominate the Cape. Could do something up here. I could block everyone off by taking this province. But I think my best move, or I could colonize this, since I own this land now, I could connect it all together. But I prepared this land by exterminating the natives. 6 dev, so I'm gonna go down here. Definitely think that's my best call right now. Cape is a great state, so I'm gonna actually, it's a territory right now, I'm gonna make it one of my states. You can see that's already increasing my my income quite substantially. Not sure how this works. It may be now that when my colonist finishes here, I'll get it fully stated. Because you can see, because this was only a territory, now I have to still pay the admin cost to make it a full core. I'm just gonna do it. Again, I really want it. Like, Cape's great. And I think in the trade screen, only 54%. That's a little surprising. I thought it would have a true dominance of trade here. But yeah, Congo and Mali have trade value here because they control downstream nodes. So if you have like your downstream trade power gives you free trade power in upstream nodes. So I mean, it's good. I probably have free trade power in the Ivory Coast because of my trade power in Sevilla. Anyway, whatever. I guess I'm going to be focusing on trade to a certain extent, so I might as well kind of get into some of this stuff. But you can see there, I just get 26 trade power transfers from traders downstream, plus 26.1. So that's pretty good. Just from having like traders downstream, I basically have as much trade power as Mali and Congo do, and they control a bunch of provinces, including centers of trade in this trade node. So that's really powerful. It's kind of it's a real pain sometimes, because it's hard to control trade when there's downstream nodes, because somebody is going to have that trade power and get free trade value in your nodes. So here, I'm sure that's a factor in my home node, is that some of these guys down here, like Aragon, probably has a bunch of free trade power here. Yeah, you can see they get 26.5 just from having traders downstream. Same with Genoa. Genoa's like a really tiny country, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Genoa's a 3-province country, but they still have so much trade here that they're pulling a bunch of money away from me. So 2 ducats a month, of which I would get 41%. So these guys downstream are costing me money. But anyway, that's just how it goes. So what am I doing here? Getting my troops on the siege. It's too bad. I would have liked Fez to hold out a little longer. Now I have more separatism in these provinces. I'll get more rebellions later. But it's no big deal. This is the province I just barely got, Tangiers. Fez has been in my control a long time. It's okay. I do still have the fort, so even if there's separatism here, at least I'll have the fort to deal with it. And I only let the separatists control, I think, 2, maybe 3 provinces, so not the end of the world. Sometimes if you're at a war, you can just let your separatists run rampant for years before you go and deal with them, and you just have to like shrug and deal with the consequences. Okay, I'm losing an unacceptable amount of money just paying for my armies. I don't need to do that, so that's fine. Making a ducat, good enough for me. I think I'm going to turn the fort here off until the rebellions get close to firing. They're not even close, 0%. 4 years. Wow, okay. It's longer than I would expect. So there we go. Good in trade value. Juicy, juicy, juicy. Okay, so I just spawned an institution.